They're adding snake mounts to Guild Wars 2. Actually, it's kind of like a snake riding a turtle, but it's really cute though. Hello everyone, Muglet Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth here with the new news for December 13th, 2022. There's actually more than I thought there would be, so let's begin. Wintersday. Come join us in celebrating Wintersday. Toy Master Tix has made his annual visit to Divinity's Reach to spread seasonal cheer and festivity. We're gonna pause there for a quick second to show you guys something. It was like maybe 3 years I played this game before I noticed freaking that. For any of you that's like new to Christmas, when you go to Divinity's Reach and you're running around and you're eating your candy canes and stuff, freaking look up. There's one crazy Asura up there named Tix. Most of the the infinite toy wave event that you do is actually, I believe it's inside this blimp. And yeah, so next time, you know, those people in Kant, they're like, oh, our technology is so amazing. Yeah, one crazy Asura made Christmas, muck you. Okay, back to business. Bring the cheer of Wintersday to the distant north in the secret lair of the Snowmen. Complete daily achievements to earn fanciful holiday weapons. Save Wintersday for the orphans located around Divinity's Reach by giving them wrapped gifts. Test your snow throwing skills against other players in Snowball Mayhem. Experience the joy of jumping in Winter Wonderland. Dude, I know you all love jumping. Defend against waves of toys and Toypocalypse, and help keep Tix's airship, the Infinarium, in order. You'll also see Wintersday gifts appearing all around Terria. A quick pause there. There was a brief mention about giving kids wrapped gifts. There is a thing that sounds way more brutal than it actually is that the community calls the Orphan Farm. If you're not aware of it, basically you can buy a bunch of wrapped presents and go visit orphans, which are around the city, and give them the presents, and they give you a bunch of karma. It is actually, I believe, the fastest way of getting karma in the entire game, but it's only available during Wintersday. You can get like 100,000 a day if you really need it for some reason. Just know that that's an option. If you want to know the best route for the orphan farm or whatever, just Google GW2 Orphan Farm and, you know, get added to an FBI watch list. But other than that, you'll find the information you need. Let's continue. The annual Wintersday Traditions meta achievement has been updated with a new armor reward, the Wintersday Snow Boots. Keep your feet warm and stylish for the festivities. Last year's meta achievement reward, the Embellished Wintersday gift bag, can now be purchased from a Charity Core Seraph Festival's reward vendor. And if anyone is wondering, this is what they look like on an Asura in their underwear. A new Snowdrift weapon set is now available. Earn progress toward completing the annual Wintersday Traditions meta achievement to receive a weapon of your choice. Additional tradable weapons can rarely be found in Jolly Wintersday gifts, which are rewards for completing a new daily achievement. A quick run through of the Snowdrift weapons. Here's the sword, the hammer, the longbow. Oh, so like the snow's not on them all the time. It appears like a few seconds after you unsheath them, I think. So like if I do stowed, let's do the hammer. So there's no snow on it when it's sheathed, and then when you unsheath it, the snow shows up. Interesting. Okay, so there's the hammer, longbow, shortbow, axe. Looks like the blade gets a lot larger once the snow's on it. Let's try that again. I was trying to get the animation to go to play again. Yeah, it looks like the blade gets much larger. Dagger. And greatsword. Mace. Pistol. Rifle. Scepter, staff, focus, torch, it's a lamp, warhorn, and shield. 3 new weapons are now available as rare drops from Wintersday gifts. They can also be purchased from Sparking Stone in Divinity's Reach. So quickly going through Sparking Stone's entire inventory, because there's only 6 items here. We've got Grinth's Vow, Dwayna's Promise. Custom, I started to say custody. Custom Candy Cane Hammer. Great Crackers Legend. Oh my god, imagine this thing walking toward you and in your hallway at night. Oh, that is horrifying. just stop the whole video. Silent Forest Bell. Is it a longbow or a short bow? That is a longbow. And Call of Cheer. My parents used to have one of these things hanging on our front door on Christmas. 2 new miniatures have been added to the items offered by a Charity Course Sarah Festival Rewards vendor. I believe I have found the vendor, and it looks like there is a mini calico cat and a mini corgi. Looking very majestic. There is new Wintersday guild decorations that have been added to the game. Logging out while inside the secret layer of the snowman instance will now return you to your previous map when you log in again. That is the new strike mission, I believe. Or I shouldn't say new, the Wintersday strike mission, I believe. An exit portal for secret layer of the snowman strike mission has been added to the compass. Oh, there we go, there's my answer. The disorientating blast skill in Toypocalypse now properly reduces enemies' defiance bars. A number of festival-related issues have been fixed to ensure a happy holiday for all heroes. Winter's Day will be active until January 3rd at noon Pacific time, which is UTC-8. See you in Divinity's Reach. So we have got roughly 3 weeks from the time I post this video in order to enjoy that if you wish. General. The post-processing options have been renamed to low, medium, and high. Okay. Color grading is now enabled on the lowest post-processing setting. Moved a story entrance that couldn't be accessed in the Battle for Lion's Arch map. Hadn't even heard of that glitch, but okay. Raids. Fixed an issue that prevented the achievement Eligibility Voidwalker from being removed in Strike Mission Harvest Temple when challenge mode was disabled via the challenge mode. Did someone just turn challenge mode on and then off and then kill it and get Voidwalker? That's kind of funny. Fixed an exploit in Bastion of the Penitent that allowed players to skip some fight mechanics. Did they not fix the thing? All right, so there's an issue right now I expected to see fixed in here, which is people clearing challenge mode Old Lion's Court with a stealthed tank. Like, apparently the tank gets aggro, and then they just go invisible, and then the boss just goes and shuts down. And then they just beat on the boss that's not fighting back anymore. I kind of expected to see a fix on that, hopefully soon. As they added a missing Mystic Forge recipe for infusing the Eckewald Cathedral backpiece. World versus World. Dredge turrets in the internal battlegrounds no longer inflict daze on their targets. Oh my gosh, they're nerfing the dredge. Desert Borderland. Yo, is there an actual World v World update? The Fire Keep Lord has been updated to make it less punishing to fight against. The Keep Lord will apply significantly less crowd control as a result. The Keep Lord has, I gotta say, really quickly, the most annoying enemy in World versus World for me is in the desert map, the keep on the eastern side, the Lord of that one. It's like a bird dude. He just non-stop like chain CC and he like puts you in cages. He's like a guardian with a hammer. I am not a fan of that chicken. I'm not a fan of that chicken. The Keep Lord has been given a new primary ranged attack that functions similarly to Revenant's Hammerbolt. The Keep Lord's cone-shaped attack knockback has had its cooldown increase from 1 second to 6 seconds. This skill was previously the Lord's primary attack. The cooldown of the Lord's Fear ability has been increased from 12 seconds to 24. The duration of fear applied by this attack is now 1.5 seconds, regardless of the player's distance to the Keep Lord. Previously, the skill could apply up to 3 seconds of fear. The Air Keep Lord has been given some slight adjustments to make it less punishing to fight against. Oh, the Air Keep Lord! There we go, there's the chicken. The Whirling Prison Crowd Control skill no longer removes all stacks of stability when a player attempts to cross the threshold of the ring. It will now remove a single stack in line with other CC skills. Okay, the cooldown of the Whirling Prison skill has been increased from 10 to 15 seconds. It's something. Profession skills. Elementalist. The November 29th update pushed Catalyst damage a bit higher than we'd like to see in PvE. Oh my god, someone nerf Catalyst. Would someone please think of the Firebrands? The damage increase on the hammer's third slot skills ended up being unnecessary alongside the improvements to both Empowering Auras and Storm Soul. So we're reducing the damage to where it was previously. These skills will still have their updated functionality, we're simply adjusting the damage to bring Catalyst more in line. Flame Wheel, Icy Coil, Crescent Wind, and Rocket Loop reduce power coefficient from 0.1 to 0.001 in PvE only. Laugh to hide the pain. Guardian! For this update, we're tuning some Tome of Justice page costs to give slightly more flexibility to Firebrand damage rotations. Unbroken Lines also stood out as a skill that was a bit too expensive to fit in alongside other support tools and is also receiving a cost reduction. Okay, Chapter 4, Scorched Aftermath, reduced page cost from 2 to 1. Epilogue, Ashes of the Just, reduced page cost from 2 to 1. Epilogue, Unbroken Lines, reduced page cost from 3 to 2. Increased cooldown from 25 seconds to 30 seconds in World vs. World only. I'm assuming it's just that part is World v. World only and not the whole line. Renewed Focus, the skill now recharges all pages for Firebrands. Ooh. Swift Scholar added some leniency to the stack removal timing when dismissing a tome during the cast of a skill that would trigger this trait. And a tome's dormant status will not now also be viable on the tome activation skill. Okay, I don't have a lot of additional input to add into that, as I have not played Firebrand since they did the patch changing with the pages overhaul, but those are the changes for today. Warrior, Fierce Blow, the skill now applies its bonus damage against creatures with a Defiance bar. Bug Fixes, Engineer, Mechanical Genius, fixed in... Wait, I'm sorry, did they use a larger font size here than they did down here? That's very weird. Okay. Mechanical Genius fixed an issue that caused this trait to provide more precision and ferocity to the mech than intended. Oh my gosh, they're nerfing mechs again. Okay, so the mech is for any mechanist that might be like freaking out. The mech is just a portion of your damage. It's not even like half. So they're nerfing the mech a little bit, or you could say it's just a bug fix. But the mech damage will decrease slightly because of this. Guardian fixed an issue that caused Firebrand's tome page generation timer to stop while the player was mounted or downed. You finally get revived after 30 seconds of pain and all your stuff's still on cooldown. What the heck? Mislock Singularities and other similar skill refresh effects that are activated by interacting with objects or resetting encounters will now refill all Firebrand tome pages. Thank you, Apaz. Mesmer. Mirrored Axes. Fixed an issue that caused this trait to prevent axe ambush attacks from activating. Thief Hook Strike fixed an issue that caused the knockdown duration to be longer than intended. Alright, so that is the changes via the patch notes for today. A few other juicy bits to go over. Swapping over to in-game view here. Don't look at my bags, I just played for a few hours. So in the Black Lion chest now, there was something we found a few minutes ago. There is still the Infernal Flame skin, Infernal Flail skin that was added a little while back. There's also something new. Festive Iceberg Skiff. Yes, that's a boat. There's a boat, and there's a boat, and that's apparently a boat. It's an island. The SS Titanic hates me. So I am assuming the driver of the boat sits on the log stump thing here, and all the passengers sit on those logs, and they sing campfire stories and make s'mores, I don't know, and they just crash into things. So this has been added to the game. This is in Black Lion Chest for a limited time, if you're interested in that. Additionally, there has been some new stuff added to the gem store and the Black Lion tickets vendor. Let's start with the gem store. So on the gem store, as we teased at the beginning of the video, there is a very laggy gem store. Okay, come on, work with me here. Work with me here. Y'all know how you maybe think like, oh, ANET partners get special privilege. No, I use the same broken gem stores, everybody. There we go. Okay, it's so fluffy. Plush Siege Turtle Skin. Yeah, it's adorable. It's got a giant belt holding its backpack on, and its backpack is a snake. It's a snake that is coiled around the chair, and it's got the computers on its back. So this is the plush siege turtle. So that has been added to the game. And additionally, there is a new item on the claim ticket vendor. So let's go visit him. All right, next up on the Black Lion Specialist merchant, there is the Snow Garden Weapon Collection. I'm just gonna run over here to the bank and use this screen to look at it because it is going to be a little faster. And there we go. Okay, so the new Snow Garden Weapon Collection on the claim ticket vendor is this. Kind of got some trees and some, I don't know, it almost looks like melted candy cane, melted and refrozen candy cane all over it. That was the sword, the hammer, the longbow, the short bow, the axe, the dagger, greatsword, mace, pistol, rifle, scepter, staff, focus, torch, warhorn, and shield. So that is the brand new Snow Garden Weapon Collection. Another thing to go over today is they just made a change. So currently my character has 10 bag slots. That's 10 32 slot bags for a total of 320 inventory space, which has been the maximum amount of space in the game for a very long time. They just made it possible that you could purchase bag slot expansions, which remember those are character specific, 2 more times per character. They are also on sale, so you see they're here in the store. They're 40% off. The store is super laggy right now. I think they're like 240 gems. Yeah, they're 240 gems, and if you use them, you can have an additional slot. And so you can have up to 12 slots, and if you have a 32 slot bag in each one of them, you get additional 64 slots over what you had before. I had bags in here prepared. I'll find them later. Okay. Something else of note inside the store, there is a Wintersday mini gift that is free for everyone. You just need to claim it, and you get to choose a Wintersday themed miniature. And I think we can all agree that there really is only one choice. Last thing is a quick plug. If any of you are having your very first Winter's Day, we do have a guide already on that on the mucklucklabs.com website. It's on my YouTube channel as well if you wish to search for it, but it's here in a nice organized way, and I'll have a link to that down below. Additionally, there's a video over here that I have made in the past on how to get your holiday tree and converter guide. This is something you can only do during the winter holiday, and I encourage all of you to do it. It gets you 2 items. One is a Imperial Fragment Converter. And what it does is it essentially will eat Imperial Fragments and give you other random loots and drops. So, you know, if you've been level 80 for a while, those things just pile up. The second thing is it gives you a Christmas tree that goes in your home instance, and every day it spits out some presents for you. So it allows you to acquire Christmas presents daily, year-round. So those are both awesome things, and you can only get them during the 3 weeks of Winter's Day. So be sure to do that. If nothing else, that should be like a top thing. And then the guide, Get to the Point Winter's Day guide, just is a kind of a rundown of all the events and stuff that you have options to do. All right, and with that, I think that's everything. Y'all have a fantastic holiday, and I'll see you in the next one.